Basic Math, Chapter 18, Section 8. Problem solving using a two-step equation. The equation below shows how to find the cost of renting an item by the day. So we can have cost equals the rate per day times the number of days plus the renter's fee. For example, the cost to rent a tent is $4 per day plus a renter's fee of $10. Sean paid $22 to rent a tent. For how many days will he rent the tent? Remember, in a two-step equation, first undo addition or subtraction, then undo multiplication or division. And of course, for a word problem, your first step is to always read the whole word problem. Most importantly, read the word problem. Then what do you need to find out? After you've read it, that's the question to ask. Well, we need to find the number of days Sean rented the tent. Now make a plan for step 2. What do we need to do? Write the equation, replace the rate with the $4 a day, replace the fee with the $10, replace the cost with the $22 he paid in total, and now the one thing we don't know is how many days, so we can solve for D. Step 3, now do it. Here's the equation. C equals R times D plus F. The cost equals the rate times the number of days plus the fee. Replace what we know and solve. So the total cost was $22. The $4 a day, we don't know how many days, and the fee was $10. First, undo the addition by subtracting 10 from both sides. Leaves us with 12 equals 4 times D. Undo multiplication with division. So they're showing it using the sign, division sign. You could also show it by putting the fraction bar with 4 underneath as well. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 4 divided by 4 is 1D, but we don't put a 1 in front of the D because 1 times D is still D. Just D. 3 days. Now work backwards. Does the answer make sense? If Sean rents the tent for 3 days, how much will it cost? So $3 a day for 4 days is $12, plus the fee of $10 is $22. $22 is $22. So yes, Sean will rent the tent for 3 days. Remember, most important part of a word problem is to read the word problem. Follow the instructions under plan and do the plan to solve the problem. For number 1, the cost to rent a car is $35 per day plus a fee of $20. Mr. Hillwig rented a car for $195. Well, how many days did he rent the car? Let's make a plan. Write the equation. So we had the cost equals the rate times the days plus the fee. Now substitute the given variables in the equation and solve. So the cost, how do we do this? The cost is $195. The rate is $35 a day. How many days? We don't know. The fee, $20. So we know, what do we know? 3 out of 4 of the variables. So let's substitute those and solve. So the C is 195. That equals the rate, which is 35 times the D, which we don't know. So we actually don't need the multiplication symbol, because sometimes the x will confuse us and we might think x is a variable. So that's why we can just put the number with the variable, and that represents multiplication, plus the fee of f, which is $20. Not sure why they don't replace the plus sign with a t. I guess a t and a plus sign don't look close enough alike. Now, when we undo our equation steps, the first thing we need to do is undo the addition. So we're going to subtract 20 from both sides. That's our first step. So 195 minus 20 is 175. 35d, and then this part is just gone, canceled out. Now to undo multiplication, we divide. We can divide 35 by 35, and that would just give us 1d. You don't need to write a 1, you just write the d. Now, 175 should also be divided by 35. And how many is that going to be? 5, I think. So we got our 5 days. And we can check by replacing the d with 5 and see if it works. So if we replaced it up here, 195 should equal 35 times 5 plus 20. First do the multiplication. 5 times 35 is going to be our 25. 175 plus 20 gives us 195. 195 does equal 195. So check, we did it right. So that is the way we can solve our word problems. Read it, figure out what you need to do, then do it, and then you can check. And of course, you can let me know if you get stuck or if you would like any help. Thank you very much. And do your workbook for Chapter 18, Section 8.